54 people shot in Chicago over the weekend. Congratulations, welcome to your sanctuary city in 2025. I spent the last few weeks getting lectured to by Democrats everywhere telling me that crime is actually down and Trump is making a hoopla over nothing. This is an absolute lie. Anybody that lives anywhere near a city, or maybe you're like me, you actually live in a city. You know that these cities aren't actually safe and cops are overrun and criminals are getting away with murder in some cases due to how busy all these cops really are. I know many cops and they constantly talk about how they will lock up criminals and then they'll just get put out and bailed the next exact day within 24 hours. It almost doesn't matter the crime at this point. 54 people shot in Chicago this weekend. Many people are asking for Donald Trump to bring the National Guard in and make the city safe again. But J.D. Pritzker, who considers himself the thickest queen of the West, and Mayor Brandon Johnson, who has the approval rating of the WNBA, are doing absolutely nothing. And in fact, Mayor Brandon Johnson decided to sign an executive order limiting Donald Trump's authority to bring in the National Guard to help out to make the city safe, because that's his priority. Over the weekend, 54 of his young youths were shot in the streets. Even some were families and children in Bronzeville. So, family, children being shot, not a big deal for Brandon Johnson. He cares more about optics and he cares more about Orange Man bad. Here is Brandon Johnson signing this executive order, one of the funniest, most ridiculous man on the planet.
I'm signing an executive order today that will launch the Protecting Chicago Initiative.
Talk to us, Unc.
This is a project that builds on the months of preparation that we have done, that has led up to this very moment. This order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement.
Yeah, we ain't collaborating. We don't want your help. We're already doing a bad enough job here in Chicago. Okay, they call this the Windy City for something, because we're always blowing smoke up our.
We will not have our police officers who are working hard every single day to drive down crime deputized to do traffic stops and checkpoints for the president. We do not.
Yeah. We're not going to actually make our city safer. We actually care more about optics. As 54 people were shot over the weekend.
We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see
We don't want to see tanks in our streets. We want to see young men shooting each other. It's 2025. It's time to wake up. Okay. That's what progressivism is. We actually want to see our children shooting each other. Because if you think about it, global change is going to really make things harder on these youths later in life. And if you're going to have climate anxiety, you might as well shoot each other in gang violence. Gang.
families ripped apart. We do not.
I love this idea too. Let's just rewind it for a second back here. He doesn't want to see families ripped apart.
We do not want grandmothers thrown into the back of unmarked vans.
Right.
We don't want to see homeless Chicagoans harassed or disappeared by federal agents. And so
Brandon Johnson is very concerned about families being ripped apart, while actually families are being ripped apart as he speaks. What does he mean? He means people being held accountable for crimes that they committed, whether they've came into this country illegally or they're actually committing crimes. Just look at DC right now and the spectacle that it is. Yes, it's a police state, and yes, this is probably not something we want. But if we could just have an honest moment for a second, I think DC had the first week maybe in its lifetime, going a week without a single murder. That's something to celebrate. People feeling safe is a good thing, right? Not according to Democrats. That's not progressivism.
Executive order makes it emphatically clear that this president is not going to come in and deputize our police department.
Yeah, he's
not signing an executive.
He's not going to come in and make it clean and safe. So over the weekend, while 54 people shot over the weekend, he is concerned about that. But the reality is, this is what Mayor Johnson was doing over the weekend, was staging these optical protests and screaming about Donald Trump. Chicago!
The city of Chicago!
No militarized force in the city.
We're gonna defend our democracy in the city of Chicago!
Yeah, we're gonna defend it by letting each other shoot each other. It's almost at the point now, it's like, maybe we just let these cities collapse. But at the same time, I don't want that because Chicago is a great American city. Spent many years there. Love Chicago. Love downtown. Such a fun place. When you feel safe and it feels like a safe environment, that city is the most beautiful, amazing place on earth. Great food, good people, except for, some people aren't so good.
We're going to protect the humanity of every single person in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, we're going to protect the humanity of every single person in the city of Chicago, except for letting each other shoot each other.
No federal troops in the city of Chicago.
So over the weekend, this is what he actually cared about. This is what this is what he was really pushing for. This is what he actually cared about. And then if you go into and see some of these people that showed up to these protests, does this look like people that care about keeping Chicago safe? It's all people from what, Lincoln Park? Is this like all of Evanston showed up to Chicago? We're gonna make our city safe again by allowing crime to hit more. And it's curious to find out like what some actual Chicagoans think about Donald Trump bringing in and the National Guard to make their city safe.
I don't give a damn how any of you motherfuckers feel because you ain't gonna do. I'm with Trump and I don't give a damn how any of you motherfuckers feel because you ain't gonna do shit to me. But any fucking way, he need to bring them motherfucking people out here. He need to bring the motherfucking United States Marine Corps out here. You same motherfuckers talking about Chicago ain't gonna take it. Bitch, Chicago can't even keep its fucking self safe. Y'all can come out here and want to riot about that, but y'all can't come out here and tell y'all fucking kids to stop being stupid and doing dumb fuck ass shit. Y'all can't tell your fucking grandkids to stay his ass in the motherfucking house. You can't tell your son, your niece, your nephew, your fucking sister, brother, cousin to get the fuck out the street. But you gonna sit here and say that they gonna handle these motherfuckers coming in? You're crazy. You're stupider than Brandon. And you same people who are against it are the same ones who voted for Brandon. The same person who don't give a fuck what's going on in his own fucking neighborhood. Are you stupid? Bring the fucking United States Marine Corps in this bitch. Bring them in here and let them handle this shit. Cause I see this shit. I live this shit.
Ooh.
I'm looking at this shit every fucking day. These kids ain't got no fucking sense. These parents don't care because they on top of cars shaking ass with some motherfucking cut waters every goddamn night. So you don't know what the fuck your children are doing. True. They're fatherless for one.
Oh, shit.
And even if the father is in the life, the father's a fucking gang banger.
Oh, gang.
Come on now, the father in the motherfucking streets, the uncle in the streets, the brother in the streets. These kids ain't going fuck along because words. None of you bitches set fucking out for your children, okay? None of you. I literally see kids at 2:01 a.m. in the fucking park playing on a school night, cussing people out. I've literally seen children fight their fucking teachers. I've literally seen motherfuckers shooting down the fucking street. Car theft, murders, shooting, all of that shit is y'all fucking kids. And y'all not doing shit about it. 9 times out of 10, some of you motherfuckers don't know what the fuck your children are doing because you don't care.
That's true.
Yeah. Bring them people out.
Okay.
Keep talking about Chicago ain't gonna take it. Bitch, y'all can't even take the damn time to even get your fucking kids, nephews, nieces, uncles, brothers in fucking order. Fuck out of here. You guys are stupid.
You watch your mouth when you're on my program. She's speaking of how it is. Here's another resident that looks like an ambassador for MAGA, but I'm very excited to see what she has to say.
Of course, now you have Chicago politicians bragging, talking about, no, the crime is down, the crime is down.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
down.
by fucking Whole Foods where you shop, but not in the south side of Chicago, where people are still ducking and diving and can't even check the goddamn mail. This is what I was saying 2 weeks ago. When I said these democratic cities invest in crime, and every liberal in my comment section was like, you said the wrong word, you said the they're investing in crime. There's no progress. They want the crime to fucking continue. That's obvious. Talking about you're investing positively in the communities. You're investing in fucking excuses. You have communities like West Side where there's people who are purposely going out asking for help. Trump said the other day, there's a beautiful African-American woman coming to me, asking me like, hey, can you please come help us in Chicago? We need help. Crime at an all-time high. Please help us. Governor's like, oh no, we're okay. The mayor's like, don't send help. How dare you? No. Let the crime continue. The gaslighting is at an all-time high. You are put community at risk because you hate Trump that fucking bad. No, what's gonna happen is
I'm really bad at this.
He's gonna call out your fucking He's gonna call out your fucking bull. He's gonna call out your That's what he's doing. These democratic cities think this is some type of game. Every time a criminal is in jail, they're like, oh, you're fucking racist. Every time the National Guard comes in to fucking sweep the shit up, oh, that's yet and still you got the community out here, please help bamboozle the public. We know the truth. The communities are speaking for themselves.
Okay.
We couldn't care less what's on the goddamn paper. You democratic cities are trash, and you continuously invest in fucking crime.
Ooh.
This is
Woo! Woo! Oh, Lord, you get me so fired up in here. She get me fired up. I like that. Give it a round. Give it a round. Dude, 54 people shot in Chicago. I don't even remember like growing up during the Iraq War. I don't remember a day or a weekend like that. The reality is these people are signed a suicide pact with their city. They're like, you know what? We don't want Donald Trump's help. Even if Donald Trump cures cancer, we don't want that. If Donald Trump came today and said, I'm going to cure cancer and make everyone's life really special and it's going to be an amazing thing, Democrats would be like, we don't want that cure for cancer. In our city, we would rather die than have Donald Trump save us. Amen. We would rather die than have Donald Trump come out here and save us with some cancer treatments. Not up in here. Not up in my city. Because this is our city. And if you're going to cure cancer, it's going to be done by somebody, a part of our community, who I deem is a part of our community, because they can't be a Chicagoan that's running around hitting people that are coming out of Subway that are on a stupid Fox show. Shout out to MAGA Country. I thought MAGA Country was Chicago, according to Juicy Smollett in the building. 54 people shot in Chicago is absolutely insane. They're just, of all cities that are begging for federal help, it is Chicago. It's always been Chicago. And if Donald Trump comes in and cleans up Chicago, Chicago has a huge problem. Because once the residents see, oh, we can actually have safety in our city, I can't imagine what it would be like to drive or walk in the southwest side of Chicago by Cicero or by the airport where Southwest goes, because that's where I go. Shout out to people that go down the Orange Line. That place is scary, dude. That place is scary. When I was in Chicago, when all the youths were getting together and starting to storm some of these stores like Dick's Sporting Goods. I remember the Dick's Sporting Goods near my school when I was going in college, that they stormed an entire Dick's Sporting Goods and just ransacked everything. And that was like a new phenomenon of these kids doing it. And they didn't know what to think. You would have like 50 kids running around and stealing things all at the same time. They didn't know what to do. So the reality is this. These cities need absolute help. And people like Brandon Johnson make things 100 times worse. And it's really depressing to even see and watch. It's really depressing that some of these libtards go out and they're like protesting against Donald Trump's quote unquote fascism. Is it fascism if you come in and clean up the city for a month? Sometimes in life we need a little bit of fascism. We need a little bit of fascism in order to feel safe again. The funny thing too for me is that you see some of these are the same people that are screaming about fascism, but like in 2021, when COVID was at the peak, these are the same people that are like, we need to shut down these cities. We need people guarding some of these towers, making sure people don't go out and go out in the air and get vitamin D. We want to make sure we're just trying to be safe. We're just trying to be safe from this invisible thing that's floating around that we can't see with our naked eye. But now that there's like actual federal crime, they're like, we don't want the federal takeover of our cities. We don't want to take over our freedoms. That's fascism. During COVID, that wasn't fascism. That's something different. You're not stupid. I'm not stupid. So why is he doing this? Obviously, it seems like these people are constantly trying to make things worse in order for you to scream for the government to help you. Even at the peak, at the most insane things that happen in these major cities, they're still not saying we want to be saved yet. They're still saying we would rather live in an incredibly dangerous city in an incredibly dangerous time than actually have any kind of help from the orange man. These people are psychotic. They're crazy. This is anti-American, who wants to live like this? What are your thoughts on all this sort of thing? What are your thoughts on Chicago? Should we just let Chicago just go off into smoke and nobody think or remember about it or even ponder about it? Just like, you know what? Just let them have their purge because that's what it seems like. Put a comment below and drop a like on this video if you don't mind.